Imagine this. You're standing in the middle of a storm. Life feels chaotic, pulling you in every direction. Maybe it's a tough breakup, a job loss, or simply the overwhelming pace of your daily routine. In these moments, it's easy to feel helpless, like a ship lost at sea with no sense of direction. But what if I told you that right now, you have access to a timeless source of wisdom that could help you not just survive these storms, but thrive in the face of them? Today, we're going to dive into the teachings of one of history's greatest philosophers, Seneca, whose Stoic principles have guided people through centuries of hardship, uncertainty, and emotional turbulence. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with 6 powerful Stoic lessons from Seneca that will equip you with mental toughness, emotional resilience, and the mindset needed to face life's challenges with grace and strength. Let's get started. The power of focus. Be present. Be effective. In today's world, we're constantly juggling tasks, rushing through life with a million things on our minds. Our culture celebrates multitasking as a superpower, but what if I told you it's actually one of our greatest downfalls? Seneca has a strikingly simple yet profound piece of advice. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. He wasn't just talking about physically being in different places. He was pointing to the fact that when we divide our attention between too many tasks, we dilute the quality of our efforts. Multitasking, despite its allure, spreads our focus too thin, making us less productive and more stressed. Seneca understood that by honing in on one task at a time, you not only improve the quality of your work, but also experience a greater sense of satisfaction. Imagine you're at work, trying to write an important email, while responding to texts, checking social media, and thinking about dinner. You may feel productive, but the truth is, you're robbing yourself of the chance to do any of those things well. Instead, take Seneca's advice and embrace focus. Be fully present in the task at hand. Whether it's a work project, a conversation with a loved one, or even your workout, put all distractions aside. By focusing deeply on one thing, not only do you get it done more efficiently, but you also find more peace in the process. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, shared this wisdom too, urging us to concentrate every minute on doing what's in front of you. It's not just about productivity, it's about cultivating a mind that values depth over breadth. This practice of presence doesn't just make us better at what we do, it helps us become more mindful, peaceful individuals. 2. Mastering your emotions. The key to self-control life is full of triggers. A rude comment, a missed deadline, or an unexpected bill. It's easy to let these moments set us off, pushing us into anger, frustration, or stress. But what if you could master your emotional responses instead of letting them control you? Seneca believed that all the greatest torments are the result of an undisciplined mind. The Stoics didn't believe in suppressing emotions. Instead, they taught us to manage and understand them. Emotions aren't the enemy, but our reaction to them can often lead us into trouble. Seneca, and other Stoics like Epictetus, emphasized the importance of self-mastery. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." So, how do you become the master of your emotions? It starts with awareness. Notice when you feel that emotional surge. Maybe it's anger or anxiety. Instead of reacting immediately, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what's really triggering this feeling? And is my reaction helping me, or is it making things worse? Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control external events, we have full control over how we interpret and respond to them. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. By understanding your impulses and taking the time to process them, you can choose responses that align with your long-term values rather than being swayed by fleeting emotions. This practice of emotional mastery not only makes you stronger mentally, but also helps you approach life with a sense of calm and control, even when things go wrong. Prepare for the worst. Stoic resilience. Seneca has a bold piece of advice that can sound quite dramatic at first. Rehearse them in your mind: exile, torture, war, shipwreck. Why would he want us to think about such terrible things? It's not about being negative. It's about being prepared. This practice, called premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils, is about mentally rehearsing worst-case scenarios so that if they do happen, you're not caught off guard. Think of it as mental armor. By visualizing challenges in advance, you're not being pessimistic, but rather equipping yourself to handle adversity with less panic and more poise. Let's say you're worried about losing your job. Instead of letting fear paralyze you, imagine the worst happening. Then ask yourself, what would you do? How would you cope? Could you update your resume, expand your network, or improve your skills in preparation? By thinking through these scenarios, you take the fear's power away and gain confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This isn't about living in constant anxiety. It's about being realistic and prepared. Athletes don't just train in perfect conditions. They push themselves through tough, even uncomfortable training sessions to be ready for anything on game day. Similarly, when we rehearse life's possible hardships, we not only become mentally tougher, but also more appreciative of the present moment. When things don't go wrong, we realize how much we truly have to be grateful for. By mentally preparing for difficulties, we can face them with less fear and greater strength, making us more resilient and adaptable individuals. 4. Embrace voluntary discomfort. Strengthen your resilience. Seneca once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." This Stoic lesson is all about choosing discomfort as a way to build mental toughness. And no, it doesn't mean going out of your way to make life harder for yourself for no reason. Instead, it's about embracing challenges deliberately so that when life inevitably gets tough, you're ready. Think of it like working out at the gym. If you never push your muscles beyond their comfort zone, they won't grow. The same goes for your mind. When you voluntarily take on challenges, whether it's learning a new skill, taking on a difficult project, or pushing yourself in ways that feel uncomfortable, you expand your resilience. For example, if you dread public speaking, instead of avoiding it, put yourself in situations where you have to speak in front of others. At first, it might feel terrifying, but with practice, it becomes more manageable, and eventually, it can even become a strength. The more you face discomfort, the more you realize you can handle it, and the stronger you become in the process. This principle of voluntary hardship helps reset your comfort thresholds. In a world that often prioritizes comfort and convenience, it might feel radical to choose the harder path. But think about it. True comfort isn't the absence of challenges. True comfort comes from knowing that you can handle whatever life throws at you. By embracing difficulties on purpose, you build the resilience to face life's inevitable struggles with confidence and strength. 5. Reframe your mindset. Shift from victim to creator. One of the most empowering Stoic principles is Seneca's reminder that we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This points to the fact that the stories we tell ourselves about our circumstances often cause more suffering than the circumstances themselves. When something goes wrong, maybe you didn't get that promotion or you had a falling out with a friend, it's easy to feel like a victim of your situation. The thought, "Why is this happening to me?" can easily spiral into bitterness and frustration. But Stoicism invites us to shift this perspective. Instead of seeing yourself as a passive victim of your life's events, you can reframe these challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. It's not about ignoring pain or pretending everything is okay. It's about shifting from asking, "Why me?" to, "What can I learn from this?" Imagine you didn't get that promotion. Instead of wallowing in self-pity, use it as a chance to reassess your career goals, seek feedback, and perhaps find an even better opportunity. The shift in mindset from victim to creator gives you back control over your narrative. You are no longer at the mercy of life's events, but an active participant in shaping your future. Stoicism teaches that we may not control external events, but we do have full control over how we respond to them. This mindset doesn't just make us more resilient, it empowers us to take ownership of our lives, turning setbacks into stepping stones. 6. The gift of solitude. Find strength in silence. In a world that's constantly buzzing with noise and distractions, one of the most valuable Stoic practices Seneca teaches is the importance of solitude. Seneca advises us to retire into yourself as much as possible. But this isn't about withdrawing from life or isolating yourself. It's about creating space for deep reflection and personal growth. The world moves fast. Social media, news, and endless notifications keep us in a state of constant distraction. But true strength, clarity, and peace are found in moments of stillness. When you take time for solitude, you give yourself the opportunity to reconnect with what's most important to you. You gain clarity on your values, desires, and goals. Practicing solitude doesn't mean you have to meditate for hours or retreat into the wilderness, although you could. It can be as simple as taking 10 minutes a day to sit quietly with your thoughts, away from distractions. Use this time to reflect on your day, process emotions, or simply breathe. In these moments of quiet, you not only recharge your mental energy, but also deepen your understanding of yourself. You learn to listen to your own inner voice rather than being influenced by the noise of the world around you. By regularly practicing solitude, you build a mental fortitude that allows you to remain calm and focused even in the midst of chaos. It's a form of mental training where you strengthen your ability to stay grounded no matter what's happening around you. Conclusion: the Stoic wisdom of Seneca offers us timeless tools for mastering mental toughness. These lessons help us navigate life with greater resilience and clarity. Remember, mental toughness isn't about shutting down emotions or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about learning to navigate the ups and downs of life with a clear mind, a calm heart, and an unshakable sense of purpose. By practicing these Stoic principles, you can develop the strength to not just survive life's challenges, but thrive in the face of them. So, which of these Stoic lessons resonated with you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you're ready to dive deeper into the world of Stoicism, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and remember, the strength to overcome life's challenges lies within you.